What's good with it? What's nice with it? Hello. Gonna be in the video? Alright, boys. I took my first trade of the eval today. It was good. Nothing happened yesterday. I think I saw one setup that I like. We can go through that real quick. And look at all these lines today. This is the theme of today's video. Okay, is draw your lines out. That's like one of the first things you learn, and it's one of the things that I did not do for a while. But like anytime you draw out the lines, it's almost like magic, but it's just not magic. Okay, people are like, oh, technical analysis. You think it's magic? You think it's just gonna bounce off a line that you drew? It's not because I drew it, dude. It's because it's significant. Anyways, I don't think that even makes sense. But so here's what happened. And I didn't take it because I was really uncertain about the direction. We'd been coming down, and then it was just really choppy pre-market. Then we got a bunch of volume. It was right here, this big green candle at 11:10 a.m. So you get this kind of zone. There's a little gap between these two candles you can see as it crosses the EMA. That's the other thing, is that the EMA is just like flat. We haven't really made my cat's about to fucking jump. Oh, nice. But it worked out. I didn't take it. I don't think this is a great setup. There's a little wick on top, and as we know, we have seen this guy not work out. But it would have taken, you could have done a 1-to-1 on this. I guess the shift button doesn't work anymore. Oh, that's because my keyboard's not plugged in. I hope my camera doesn't break. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, we're just freestyling today, dude. It's Friday. We're freestyling. But you could have taken that one for whatever this is. You know? Freaking 40 points. If that's the 1-to-1. And that's the 1-to-1 on... so it does get close. It comes back down into that zone. It's kind of sketchy. And if you do 1-to-1 on the candle, on the zone, using the zone as your stop, you could still take it up. It would take a while, and I'd be very scared actually, because that's 350. So if you're trading on eval, you would get liquidated in 10 minutes. I've never actually done it, so I don't know how it works, but I'm guessing if you're in a trade at 4, that my funded futures will just liquidate you. Or close your trade. Now, whatever. But that one worked. But again, I'm not crazy about that setup. I was looking at this one because this supply zone. I told you, don't listen. It's just a zone. I'm just gonna call it a zone. This zone, it's a domain zone. This zone formed and looks really nice. So I was looking at this, and we were finally at the. We were above the EMA. We had a higher low on this guy. So we broke this high too. But like, look, okay. This is this previous high. It bounced almost right off that previous high. Okay. So the lines are helping me do a couple things. They're helping me visualize structure. I think that's the main thing. It shows you where things could go, and I'll show you in a second why this is orange. It shows you where things could go. It shows you where things bounce. I think some people just play support and resistance. Not my bag, but that's fine. I think it's still valuable to have these things on here. Okay, here we go. This is today, and this is actually where I took a trade. And again with the freaking lines. We're breaking this. We're breaking this high. We broke this high, forming not the best zone. So I was a little sketched out about this. And because I wasn't crazy about this and I saw it like kind of last minute, I didn't have time to make like a good analysis before getting in. I switched over to MNQ. I hopped on MNQ, and that's where you'll see this actual fill order. So that was 10 points, I think. No, 25 points. So you know I'm not capping. I did actually take this trade. I got in late. Yeah, about 25 points. I took it up to that high, and then I had a little slippage. Stop, dude. Here's the thing, though. So I'm going to pat myself on the back for sizing down to MNQ to micros because, one, I'm not crazy about that wick, but the rejection is really good. So, one, I'm not crazy about that wick. Things I don't like about this trade. One, I'm not crazy about the wick. Two, I got in without doing a lot of prep. And three, which I didn't realize until, well, I knew, but then I forgot. There was news at 9:45 and 10. There's a lot of news. And this was right at 9:45, this candle here. So luckily it came up and just took me out at that high. It didn't go much further. I mean, it didn't just take me out. It took me out. So I took my profit at that high. And the news went, when you're watching it, you can see the news item makes this shit go boingo, boingo. So just stay out of news, dude. I just completely blocked it out. Like I forgot. So, first official trade on the account. And it was a W. Cool. Good. Because it was only one MNQ and I wasn't super like committed to it, I stayed looking. I think if I'm taking a real trade, I might just close the laptop until after close, so I don't get emotional and mess with the trade. But this was a quick one, and it was early in the day, so I just watched it. Yeah, and then it turned around, started going down. We got a few good zones here, but just never came back. And notice the levels too. Okay, so that was ignore that one. This was from, because I started to see the bottom fall out, and so I looked back and I'm like, where is it going to go? This low, look how it bounces off that low. It kind of bounces at these lows again, and then these lows down here, and then actually down to this low. Look, that's where it bounced. Here's where, well, it broke through that one, but it bounced here. So you can kind of see, like, it's just hard to see longer moves. So like if you get short up here, you can't be like, oh, I know it's going to go down here. I know it's going to go down here. You don't, but you can risk it. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a strategy. And the orange line I drew because that is this previous high. So like since we're seeing the market kind of turn around and we broke the last high, which was a pretty substantial, 1,000, 1,200 points. So we came up and broke out of this little downtrend. Good heavens. I'm expecting maybe we couldn't go higher, so maybe we'll come down and test it. And we did. Maybe we'll keep going down and then make a new low down here. Maybe we'll just keep going up. Who knows? But that's why this is orange. That's why I felt like this was an important one today. And once you kind of see it going down, 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 like, okay, we're probably going to come down here and maybe bounce off of that. And I was kind of weary because, like, this looks like this isn't the best demand zone, but this looks like a bounce that could go back up. But I think a lot of people got trapped trying to take that long back up to the EMA. And I got burned on one of those last week or the week before, so I'm trying to stay out of those. Yeah, dude. I think that's it for today. I'm again just trying to stay laid back. I don't have to trade every day. I took one trade this week. Just being picky. And when you're not picky, if you're feeling a little risky, which I did here, flip over to micros, dude, if you can, or just don't trade. $50, I'll take $50. I now have almost $10 of profit. Only $2,990 to go. No problem. Yeah, I think that's it, dude. Stay safe. Enjoy your weekend. Stay sharp. Do some back testing this weekend. Maybe we'll actually put up that video of order flow. But I don't know. Say bye, lump. Bye, lump.